I've been at the airport for 2 hours standing in line. Watch this.
For your protection and for those around you.
For millions of air travelers, the return to the skies has been a nightmare, with high demand, unpredictable weather, and pilot shortages, leading to more than 20,000 cancellations and 173,000 delays. Airlines got a lot of money, over $50 billion. A lot of that was, the idea was that you wouldn't have to lay off people, that you could keep people employed.
So the point of this taxpayer funding was to keep people in their jobs. And one of the best things about the rescue plan, for example, was the news that airline employees were told to tear up their furlough notices when it came through. But we also saw that a lot of people, including pilots, were nudged into early retirement by the airlines. That certainly is something that reduced the labor force that right now we're really counting on. Often we're hearing the lack of a pilot ready to go cited as an issue or a problem that's contributing to a delay or a cancellation.
We've all seen the videos, and I'm sure many of us have gotten the emails of our changing flights, delays, cancellations, the works. But did you know that there's something our old friend Pete Buttigieg could do right now to alleviate this pain? Airlines have been selling out entire flights to people, fully knowing that those flights will never take off. And let's be clear, taking money from someone and offering them a service you know you can't deliver is fraud. And what is Pete Buttigieg's Department of Transportation doing about it? As of yet, nothing. He recently told reporters that, quote, "We have a number of tools and authorities and we're prepared to use them. I'd rather not have it come to that, but when those issues happen, we will act." Pete Buttigieg is not, in fact, still a consultant at McKinsey whose only focus is on big businesses' bottom line, but now he serves the American people. The American people who are sick of paying top dollar for a service and being frauded out of it. It's not often that there's a quick and easy fix for a societal problem affecting so many Americans, but Bernie Sanders is laying it out loud and clear for all, hopefully Secretary Buttigieg, to hear. So during the pandemic, when air travel came to a screeching halt, the Trump administration bailed them out with $54 billion in aid funded by taxpayers, with the promise that once the pandemic travel restrictions were lifted, the airlines would have enough infrastructure to get us back in the skies. Instead, they found loopholes to fire hundreds of staff and pilots, while still selling out entire flights to people, fully knowing that those flights will never take off. There were 18,000 more flights canceled through April of this year than the same period pre-pandemic, even though there were fewer flights scheduled. Matt Stoller pointed out on Twitter that Buttigieg has a habit of talking about agencies he oversees as if they're his dinner party friends, when in fact he has the unilateral power to regulate them. It's rare these days to have a bipartisan issue that affects so many Americans on the left, right, and center wholeheartedly agree on. And it seems like with a little more pressure this way, we can hold these airlines responsible for their brutal, fraudulent ways. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on all platforms at Caro Johnson 917.